You guys notice I tend to stream. Well, I mean, depending on what time of year it is, like how I stream changes, from time to time. So when it's over breaks, like when school is not in session, I'll be streaming like once a night for like almost every single night, and like at least like 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours usually. Now that the school semester started, it's not quite like that. I tend to stream like once or twice a week, maybe. People are used to that volume, but then something really big happened, because sometimes, so if I can, I stream like 3 times a week, and that's like kind of the goal. But here's the thing, I typically will do like a super stream on like a Sunday or Saturday when I'm hanging out with the guys from Car 3, if we're not watching a movie, because we'll be playing Minecraft, and that's always fun, because there's a lot more energy in the streams. Everyone's there together. It's a lot more exciting when people are there in person rather than just like chatting over Discord. I was doing one of those streams. So I came back, I finished doing that. The next day, like my throat was like feeling a little bit weird. The next day I'm like, my throat feels kind of weird. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems kind of subtle. Doesn't seem like a big deal. Next day, got a little bit worse, not too much worse. Then the next day, just like randomly during the day, it just hit. It was pretty bad pain. Like swallowing hurt, talking hurt, like especially at normal volumes or higher. I had to use my inside voice. I barely even have that. Like laughing hurt, all that stuff hurt. And so that kind of sucked for a bit. Wondered if it was like a sickness or whatever, but it didn't seem to be getting any better, because sicknesses, 2 things tend to happen with sicknesses more likely. Either you get better or you die. Unfortunately, it didn't really get much worse, but it didn't get any better. I figured, it's probably something physical. I'm not sick, wasn't sick before. I actually had something stuck in my thyroid, which was, it's still here. The thyroid is right here below my Adam's apple. I had something stuck in there. And it was terrible, because I could barely talk like the whole time. I was dealing with that. That kind of sucked. And it just like, I wasn't making much headway until like Friday night. I was hanging out with some guys in Car 3, the same old guys. We were watching a movie, so I wouldn't have streamed anyway, because I wouldn't be able to talk. As we were hanging out, like we were eating like all these snacks and stuff. I was like drinking a fair bit of water. I was drinking some Gatorade, like a whole thing of like just like normal Gatorade. And when I got back, I felt a little bit better. And didn't feel too bad. The next day I woke up and like it's no pain at all. Everything was like perfectly fine. It was basically the way it was on day one. A little bit of soreness, not too bad. And it's like, oh, that's cool. I must have like washed down whatever it was. Sunday, which was yesterday, it's completely fine. And today's completely fine too. You guys notice that my voice sounds a little bit weird. I do think I am coming down with a little bit of a cold. So that would explain why, my throat's not gonna be like as bad.